Hi everyone. Today we are going to take a tour of Bell's Corners, which is a suburban neighborhood in Ottawa. This is the place where I bought my first home, and that's why it's really close to my heart. So the location we are standing here today is Bell's Corners Public School, which is where the first tavern, which was formed by Hugh Bell, was created. And that is the reason we call it Bell's Corners, which is after Hugh Bell, who was the owner of that tavern. So it sounds a little bit weird, like before 1850s, when it was named Bell's Corners, it was just called the Corners, which seems really incomplete to me, but whatever it is now, I really like it the way it is. So we have quite a bit on the agenda today, beginning with different kind of houses that we have here in Bell's Corners, be it detached, condominiums, road units, anything we will cover, and then we will go through some of the major intersections. We will see what kind of stores we have here, different grocery stores which everyone requires, some of the parks, some of the hiking trails which are very close by, and then other amenities that this neighborhood has too. So Bell's Corners is located alongside Robertson Road, west of downtown. Most of the houses in this community were built between 1960s and 1980s. Right now, there are 12 detached houses for sale in this community, and the average price of a detached house around here is about $700,000. So on my right here is Linewood Manor, which is a bunch of row unit condominiums, and they're really good. So that's one of the first houses that my friend bought, and it has been a really good purchase for him so far. And on my left is a really busy road, I would say. It's Moody Drive, and that's also a bunch of condominiums there. And right now in this community, there are 8 row units for sale and 8 stacked houses for sale, and again, just 1 apartment for sale. So that's like a little bit of a snapshot of this area in terms of what is for sale right now. So Bell's Corners, all in all, offers a bunch of residential places, and then there's a commercial unit. If we keep going on this Moody Drive, we will see Commercial Plaza. There's a bunch of shopping stores there, so you won't miss anything. And then if we keep driving down this road this way, we will see a bunch of trails, which I'm going to show you later. In terms of recreation, the Bell's Corners area has a lot to offer. Let's begin with parks. So I tried to count all the parks that I've been to while living here, and I just lost count after a few. So basically there are a lot of parks here, and you wouldn't really be bored if you live in this area. One of them we are going to take a look around today is the Linewood Park, and let's check it out. So we are inside Linewood Park right now, and you can see behind me there is a tennis court here. You have to be a member of this tennis club to actually utilize this area, but it's still a really nice space to actually play in. So that's one. And then there's a community center over there too, which is a small hall. You can rent the space for any kind of community activity. So that is something you can utilize as well. And on my left here behind me, you can see that there is a football ground here, there is a basketball court, and there's baseball field as well. So basically all the games your kids want to play, they can come here, and this is just one of the parks in Bell's Corners. And then there is some play area for little kids over there. So basically it has everything. This one park has a lot of stuff to offer, and there are multiple parks in Bell's Corners, so you can take a pick. So I'm standing at a really busy intersection here in Bell's Corners. It's Robertson Moody. And as you can see behind me, most of the shopping centers, yours, like different, I would say spa areas or Subway or different restaurants are on this line. So that's very close by. The major route of transit here is 88, which is something, a bus stop here, and you can just catch that one from this point itself. Now, the bus itself, the Route 88, connects Bell's Corners from Kanata to Algonquin College and then all the way towards Billing Bridge. So this is the major intersection which connects you from basically the rest of Ottawa. So if you keep driving 5 minutes down this road, you will be connected to Highway 417. And if you want to go to Queensway Hospital, that is about 10 minutes drive from here. So it's pretty well connected with the rest of Ottawa. So I'm standing at Robertson Fitzgerald Junction, which is also a major intersection if you want to get to multiple stores. So on my right, we have Canadian Tire, which is really convenient if you're shopping around for home convenience or any other part, cars or anything else. There's Tim Hortons, The grocery store Freshco is right there. The drugstore Rexel is there. Behind Rexel is one of my favorite Thai food restaurants, which is Suko Thai. They have amazing Thai food curries. I would highly recommend to go there once in a while if you get a chance. Another store, Dollarama, which is extremely convenient for a lot of things. And then there's a bunch of other restaurants in that particular complex behind me. There is Casada, which is a good burrito place, and then there is Gabriel Pizza, and there is a pure vegetarian restaurant, which is Ballista, which serves mostly Indian food as well. And there's another complex where you will find a bunch of other restaurants. One Italian place is there called Zola's, and there is an Indian place over there as well. And if you keep going towards this road, you will connect to Kannada, which is the west end of the city. So while shooting this Bell's Corners neighborhood video, we came across this vintage car show kind of thing. So every weekend on Friday, here a lot of car enthusiasts meet and they talk about their cars. How fun is that? And then this Viper model, I have no knowledge about cars, as you can probably tell. But this model is supposedly the only model in Canada, and we are standing right next to it. So we are standing in another complex, and as you can see on my left, there is Starbucks, Pizza Hut, and if you keep going all over across the street, there will be Giant Tiger there, and then there's Mart, and for your gym needs, there's Planet Fitness here, and then shoe store, another Winners, and then there's another grocery store, Metro, and LCBO is right here too. So if you can see right behind me, we have another bunch of stores here. So there is a thrift store here, Pizza, and your UPS store. And then in this complex itself, we have Shoppers Drug Mart as well. So now, as just to wrap it up in terms of stores within Bell's Corners, without even actually needing to have a car, you can reach out to more than 3 grocery stores, different restaurants, different shops, and anything basically you need for your shopping requirements is right here in this corner of Ottawa. That's why I consider it as a hidden gem within the city. So Bell's Corners is surrounded by greenbelt and farmlands. And right now where we are standing is Jack Pine Trail, which is really close to our house and we come here quite often. Now if we keep following this trail, we'll be connected to Stony Swamp Conservation Area, and basically it connects the rest of the trails within Bell's Corners. So since it's greenbelt, the real estate development is really controlled in this area. Therefore, the chances of you seeing wildlife is a little bit higher. People who like mountain biking, they can go to different trails where bikes are allowed. For people who like to go and take their dogs to walks, you can go to Bruce Pit, which is really close by. There are trails here as well which allow dogs as well. So you can pick and choose according to your interest where you want to go. So people who like bird watching can also pick a bunch of trails where they can follow their interest and see different kinds of birds. So conveniently, we have a map here, so which makes my job explaining where we are and what Bell's Corners is all about a little bit easier. So we are here, Jack Pine Trail, which is a greenbelt area. We're right here. So as you can see, if we keep moving towards Moody, we will hit this major junction where we shot the subway and I showed you the different stores in here. So that's the Robertson Moody Junction. And on right side of this, which is the east side of Bell's Corners, is where I showed you different kinds of detached houses. And on the west side of Bell's Corners, we have mostly condominiums. There are some detached houses here as well, but it's mostly condominiums here. Talking about trails, right, like I said, we are at Jack Pine Trail, but other than that, we have other trails here like Chipmunk Trail, Beaver Trail, Sarsaparilla Trail, and Old Quarry Trail, and this road right here leads to Bruce Pit, which is really popular for dog walkers. So all in all, basically you have everything in this neighborhood right here. So we are at Bell Centennial Arena, which is a great place for ice skating, hockey, and playing lacrosse, and as you can see, there is ample space here for parking and playing. So this is the area where you can bring your family to do any kind of activities in terms of sports. So just to conclude this video, I would like to say in terms of demographics, as per Canada's Census 2016, The population of Bell's Corners is about 9,000 people, but I'm sure it's growing as more people are discovering this neighborhood and they are moving in. So in this video, I tried to take you through Bell's Corners and why this area has everything anybody might possibly need. But of course, it's extremely difficult to cover everything in just a single video. And the most important part that I really want to acknowledge is the people. So people here, I have met so many people in this neighborhood who have been living here for such a long time. A few weeks ago, I met a gentleman who's been living here for 53 years. And that is something that really speaks volume when it comes to this area, because they never thought of leaving because it has everything they could possibly need. They grew up here and everything, they have so many memories in this area. So that is something that tells you that this is so calm and peaceful, that it is a really good place for families to live, and it has everything. So I hope this really helped. And in terms of people who are looking to relocate, I would say this is a really good option. And please keep this in mind and look at this video and do your own research and see if this is something that could work for you. Hope you found this helpful. Thank you.